Hi, thanks for joining me today. My name's Maral, and I'm a channeler, I'm a counselor, I'm a therapist. I work on a quantum level. Today, I want to do a video that's slightly different, but also it's kind of similar to some other videos. I want to do another channeling video, but it's a slightly different topic. Something that I personally have been very interested in is this topic of sound and what sound actually is. And I've got some downloads about that before, but I want to do a full channeling live video about this. And specifically, and as I've asked my guides, is whether we can kind of, what we can bring through is not just sound, but the truth that's actually behind sound, and also how this relates to the music industry or doesn't relate to the music industry as we know it. So I've asked my guides to help me. So right now I'm here with my Andromedan star family, and I've asked them to guide me in this. So they're going to come in and start with the channeling. So sound, and I'm being shown this note of sound. So sound itself is your absolute truth, is the who and what you are and the who and what you've come here with. It's the who and what you are here to express to the world. That is your sound. That is everyone's sound. We all have sound within us. This is your utmost complete truth. This is your complete truth. This is your frequency. This is what true sound is. This is your frequency that you're here to bring into the world, to show to the world. It comes out through your mouth. It comes out as communication, as speech, as I'm talking now. It comes out in different ways, like singing. There are such things as even light language, which is, I know, something that I do, and that's the truth. And that light language and that particular type of singing or expression of sound is the true, actual, truest, deepest form of singing there is. Because this type of singing is the connection with source, is the connection with everything, which is the same as whatever everything that is within you that's coming out. And the sound within you that's coming out in different ways, such as speech, is another way of sound being expressed, is another way of your frequency being expressed to the world. This is, again, is your truth being expressed, okay? This is what sound is. It's your expression. Frequency that's within you, which is the same as sound, may also come out in different ways, like a bodily response, a shakiness, a trauma that's being released through the body. That can also be some kind of frequency sound expression that comes out. It's the healing, because remember, the way healing works, and this, they're talking about true quantum healing, is through frequency. It's frequency that comes into your body, and it alchemizes and it gets released. That is frequency. That is sound that's also occurring that way as well. But please be very clear, sound and frequency, which is basically the same thing, is the truth. This is the most important thing to know, that is the truth that's within you. This is the what you are. Your sound and frequency is your pure light, which again is the same thing. Even in your name, yes, the codes that you've come here with, which is acting as your name, is being represented in your name in some ways, yes, is part of that frequency that you are expressing to the world. Now, different thing, slightly different take to this is music, notes, the music that is being played around the world, that is changed to 432 hertz, if I've got that right. This is what we're hearing. It's not the true form of sound, of music. Sound is part of music. It's the roots, the deeper parts of music. This is how music comes out, through sound, through frequency. Remember, it's the same thing. But the sound that we hear around us, not just in music, it's not just the music industry, although that's a big part of it because it's being played out in that part, but it's the sound everywhere. It's the sound that we have on our TVs, the sound that's coming out from that, the words that's being used, certain words that are being repeated, certain ways it's being expressed, the words that are being used, and again, the expression of these sounds through politicians, what they say and how they say it. It's all very connected and it's all doing the same thing. So whether it's in a movie, whether it's the news and someone speaking, or whether it's in a music industry or in movies, in TV shows, it's all around. Even in the words, even in, I'm seeing kind of adverts, in posters that you see around you, if it's for some, a big company, government, or anything like that, this is how they're doing it. They're using this frequency of sound to distort to distort the system, to work for the matrix system as it is, to distort us, our inner energy, for us to feel confused and unsure of ourselves. That's what I'm being told. Like, wow, it's really triggering these parts of us internally, in our internal energy, that's making us feel really unsure of ourselves. It's actually disconnecting us from ourselves. That's what it's doing. And it is so powerful, so powerful. Be aware of the true power of sound. It's so powerful that it has, for many, many years, disconnected us from our true self because of this sound that they have distorted, that is working for us to keep us in a very zombie-like state. Wow. It's far bigger than us humans may realize. It's taken over the world, unfortunately. Yeah, that makes me feel quite sad. If we can talk, yes, about the music industry without, and I did ask not to go in too much depth into, the dark parts of it too much, but to kind of cover what we need to cover about what this means specifically for the music industry, because it's big. It's a big business. Yeah, very big business, bringing in lots of money, lots of people are getting rich over this. I can see money just being spread everywhere. It's a big business and they are wealthy. The music industry is playing on our hearts, I'm being told. The music industry is playing on our hearts. It's doing what it wants to do, is to work with our emotions and how we feel in these songs that we hear. And it's bringing our energy, it's our sexual energy. It's working with our sexual energy. It's bringing it up, bringing it down again. And it's like up and down. That's what is going on internally, and bringing us out of our soul self, or really feeding that anyway, disconnecting us from our soul self. But you can't ever actually be completely disconnected from your soul self. It just goes in and out. And what we're learning more and more, what we're coming to in this world now, is that we are leaning back into ourselves and being more in our soul self. The music industry, I'm being told, will change. This will change. It will collapse. It will all collapse. It has to. It's the only way. Whew, okay. But this is what's happening with the music industry. This is how it's affecting us. And in terms of songs, as we said before, the way singing is done now in the mainstream, because I've seen this before, yes, it's not through the heart, it's your soul that's speaking. The singing that we are listening to, that we are hearing, it's a soul singing that's happening, yes, and that's needed because it's the soul vibration that's being expressed out to the world. But it's bypassing the heart. It's doing what it needs to do with the heart, because something has to, some transformation has to happen through the heart for the emotions to come out with the songs, but it's not going truly within the heart. This is why singing is not the singing that we hear in the mainstream. In some ways, is not true singing. And please be clear, this means this is mainly mainstream music that they are referring to. There are other kinds of music, and there's something in that comes far more within the soul, far more within the heart. But even in the structure of singing and the way singing is taught, it disconnects us from our actual truth, because there's a structure to it. In true singing, there is no structure. There is no such thing as structure. It is just within your heart, with your soul, and just singing it out. It's as simple as that. They're saying singing is far more simple than we'd realize. There doesn't need to be this, I'm just getting letters, A's and B's and C's and D's, and I guess these are the notes. There doesn't need to be that. There does not need to be that. The truth of singing comes right here. They're showing me the heart and the womb. It's love, it's depth, it's everything that truth is, and it comes through you, has to be through the heart, your real heart, your true heart, because your heart represents complete truth, complete knowing, and coming out through your throat and being expressed to the world with your soul, because it's your soul working with it. There is no structure for true singing. There is no structure. There is just singing, and that is it. Everyone can sing, I'm being told. Anyone and everyone can sing. We don't need to do a course. You can if you want. There's nothing wrong with it. But everyone and anyone can sing. But society has been so oppressed for so long. And because of this, we have forgotten how to connect to that part of us, which is in you. It's in everyone. And sometimes we can see it with our throats, which maybe in terms of how we're speaking and what's coming out, and the jaggedness with that in terms of how we're speaking. Things like maybe I'm being told speech problems. I can't think of the name now. They're trying to tell me, and I can't think of the name of some speech problems that you might have. Okay, this could be lots and lots of oppression from many lifetimes. Partly, yes, can be your childhood as well, of course. You have got this sound, this frequency within you, and you can express that to the world. Do not be afraid to express that to the world. This is what true sound is. It's what's already within you. It's what you feel from Mother Earth, when you're touching Mother Earth, when you're hearing the sounds, when you're in nature, the sounds of the birds as I can hear, this is the true frequency of this world. And this is what we are coming to more and more. It's not what we see the music industry be. That is something that's been distorted to disconnect us from our truth. But in this ascension that we're going through, as we are moving more into our truth, into our soul self, that will go away. It has to. And your truest environment will come to you because you will be more in line with your truth. Okay, and that's it. Okay, thank you. Thank you to my guides. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me. I hope that was informative. I find that topic so fascinating myself. I feel like there's so much more in that I'd want to cover and find out for myself as well. But how helpful I know that was for me, and I hope it's the same for you. Thank you. Until next time, take care.